Hi everyone, this is going to be episode number 2 of Dragway Memories. We're going to start off with something a little different here. This is a bike jump, and this guy, he can ride a wheelie. He's going to turn around and come up the right lane and soar over these beautiful cars. You can't really see it, but the LA Dart was in there and a bunch of stocks and super stocks. Glad he made it. Now we got Donnie Cloak. I got him more on video than I think anybody. This guy's made a few laps down the track. And coming out of Western New York, Stump and Gersener bouncing around in the beautiful Opel GT. Jimmy Moore, Gentleman Jimmy.
Gentleman Jimmy Moore in the Mr. Rough number 3 out of Vanny's Sunoco. E-modified production machine. Heavy hitter back in the day, liked all the weight over the back tires. Jimmy Moore, and there's when it was a stock eliminator car, they moved up the ranks. Vanny's Sunoco. Vanny's very synonymous with Dragway Park. Jimmy on his own, running this Chevelle 327 up to 400 horse out of the Young and Barnard Super Test Station. There it is in color, beautiful. Sounds of Silence machine. I wonder where that thing is today. Red interior, be worth a few bucks. This is Vanny's hydrogen peroxide powered go-kart with Gentleman Jimmy in the hot seat. Man, oh man. Smith, Vanny Brothers and Davidson. Jimmy Moore at the switch. You see the number 24. That's the Mini Pro sticker from Toronto International. Car still exists. Now back into the Vega now. Vanny Brothers and Davidson. That was purpose built for TID's Mini Pro. Nice color shot. Look at that. This machine. Bill Morrison, F.J. Smith, and Jimmy Moore partnered on this machine. C Super modified car out of Smith Performance and Parkdale. High winding small block. Gorgeous dark blue machine. They got this car out of Alberta. And there it is in color again, refractive lettering on it with very nice looking car when it was new. And there he is, the late Gentleman Jimmy Moore, a super nice guy.
And, Moore and Davidson and Vanny Brothers up against this unknown yellow machine.
That's a Comet.
Bill likes those.
Oh yeah.
Ron Dudley, when he first got it out, Clokey again.
Hemi 4-speed machine. Up against, well, here's Bob Marston out of Rochester. The car's been heavily modified through the years. Many, many laps at Dragway Park in that machine. Doug Brinjack and the ex-Petrie, ex-Alban Goche machine took it to Tom Smith's Wolverine Racecraft for that update. Newell Brothers, A-Gas, Datsun 240Z, really lifting it up. Regulars at Dragway Park throughout the years. Now this is a nice looking Pinto. We think it might be the Zach Brothers out of Oakville. Clean looking machine. We'd like to know more about that one. Up against a nice green Chevy too. Don't know much about Bob Gita though. He's from the Buffalo area. Original Sox and Martin built machine. Picked it up right from Sox and Martin in Burlington, North Carolina. Danny Fahey in the Fahey machine. Fahey Brothers in this case. Hemi powered 4-speed. Ran it in B-modified production until the rules changed, and then he went to a gasser. Unknown 67 Camaro. Nice looking machine. Panel van, Ford Falcon. Don't know much about these guys either, unfortunately. We'll find out. Nice 57 Chevy 210 sedan. Making a move. Beatty and Woods and their Hemi-powered Demon going at it next. Toronto-based Beatty and Woods. Chuck Beatty and the late Mike Woods teamed up very early in the 60s, Mike Woods being a salesman for Wood Larkin Ford. He was the guy that got all the promotions and Wheelspin News and all the sponsorship, Thrush being one of them. That Maverick's an interesting story. They leased that from Lincoln Mercury dealer, and they gave it back to them at the end of their campaign with this car, and they repainted it and sold it as a used car. Thrush being a very major sponsor. They were Gideon Industries in Toronto. Beatty and Woods. This Demon didn't last long. Had a shop fire, burnt the back half of it off. They parted it out. Around this time, they bought the Motown Missile. And here it is with the Beatty and Woods livery. Hemi Cuda C-Gas, 4-speed car. Curly Fleming being the machinist and the engine builder for them. Although Chuck Beatty later became a pretty good engine builder himself. See the lettering from Woody. Very famous guy from our area. Nice shot. I believe this is a Bob Steyer shot. Look at Chuck was a pretty tall guy, and he's leaned over pretty good as he hammers the 4-speed in that Hemi car. And this is the last incarnation before its restoration, the Isostatic Rebound 440 with a 727 automatic.
Thanks for watching. See you next week. Don't forget, spread the word.